Today we're going to talk about soil compaction. Excessive soil compaction is something that you really want to avoid in your fields because it can really affect the rooting capacity of your crops. In turn, that can lead to reduced infiltration, which can lead to excessive runoff and ponding on your fields. Practices like working wet soil, heavy equipment, excessive tillage can all lead to compaction. So it can be very simple to measure it on your own farm to see if you have soil compaction. And we have a few different devices today that will demonstrate. So you can take a screwdriver and actually just push it into the soil and physically just feel the resistance. This field has been recently tilled to about 12 inches and then worked up on the subsurface. And I'll just take the screwdriver and push it in the ground. And it's very easy initially, and then I hit resistance and it's much harder to push in. And so I'm not getting a number, but I'm feeling that basically at about that depth, which is probably like 5 inches, I'm getting more resistance. You can do the same thing with a rod and push it through, and I'm getting to about the same area, and then I can't push it any harder without pushing the rod through my hand. With the penetrometer, you have the benefit of having a dial that shows the actual resistance with a number. And generally speaking, over 300 psi is what inhibits root growth. And you just slowly push it into the soil. And sometimes you hit rocks, and I can't go any farther, and I probably hit a rock. I move over a little. Fairly easy to go down. I'm all under 200. And now I can't go any further. And it's just going higher and higher, 300, 400. And if I look at the depth, each one of these is about 3 inches. I hit a layer there at about 12 inches, which is the plow depth here. You reach an area where the roots will not be able to go through there because of what's called a plow pan. And I can't even physically push this through the plow pan, and you can imagine that a root couldn't do the same either. So there are many things you can do to remediate or not get soil compaction in the first place. One is, if you're starting with a compacted field, is growing more cover crops, especially deep-rooted ones, like some of the like tillage radish, or there's some clovers that have deep roots that will help break up the soil compaction. Reducing tillage can really help by helping improve aggregation. And then also, just if you are doing tillage, not working the fields when they're too wet.